He shoved his head up the butthole of a black bear, and it got stuck for over 60 years. If you were shrunk down and landed on someone's butt, you'd get sucked inside. You would fall through a tunnel of poop and bacteria, and you would die. They shaved the hair around the raccoon's butt and pressed the butthole directly onto the infected lump, strapping it on. You see, they thought it would suck out poison from the patient, and they would even seal its mouth and nose to encourage it to breathe through its butt. Once the raccoon suffocated, they immediately replaced it with another one. And this method was used for centuries before people realized it didn't actually work. As she ate the hot dog, she didn't notice the bullet bill inside going down her throat. Then she bit onto something hard, and when she pulled it out, she realized it was another bullet bill. But the factory claimed they always did a metal scan of their food before they were sold. And when the police tore open dozens of other hot dogs, they couldn't find anything. After she pooped it out, she was left with 2 bullet bills and no explanation. If you poop on an electric fence, could the electricity travel up the stream and kill you? Well, as the poop leaves your body, the stream actually breaks into separate droplets almost right away. And since they technically aren't connected, the electricity can't travel through them and back up to you. Now, if you got super close and pooped really hard, the stream would hold together long enough for the electricity to climb up. But the fence's electricity would only be strong enough for a quick little sting. If a squirrel fell from the Empire State Building, it would die on impact. If you get stabbed in the balls, you could go into a coma and die. If you were shrunk down and injected into your cat's butthole, you would see cat poop. Then you would completely lose your vision and die. The gum exploded inside his balls for his death. Patients would crawl inside the dead elephant's body, leaving just their heads sticking out. They'd stay there for up to 30 hours, lying in the decomposing blubber. During this time, they'd breathe in the gas from the rotting carcass, believing it would cure their arthritis. And this all started because a drunk man once fell into a beached elephant and claimed it cured his pain. Soon, elephant hotels started appearing, offering this service to patients. But there's nothing to prove it ever actually worked. If you can't poop, this pill is placed in an electric pod, and radio waves activate a 14-day timer inside the capsule. Now, once you swallow it, that's about how long it takes to reach your balls for your death. They gave him the underwear before dressing in his costume at Disney World. And at the end of the day, he handed them back, and the other performers did the same. Now, they were supposed to be washed, but the next day, some of the underwear still smelled bad. And soon, workers started itching, claiming they caught lice and scabies from the dirty clothes. After months of complaints, they stopped breathing. They stuffed the engine into the fighter jet before adding a propeller to the tip. And as it flew, the tips of the blade rotated faster than the speed of sound, creating loud shock waves each time the blades even moved. And since it was spinning thousands of times every minute, over 100 sonic booms could burst out in a single second. The impact threw off the balance of nearby workers, who started to die on impact. Your balls was shoved through the grid, cut into fries, and dropped into a sink filled with water, where a swirling basket moves them around for 2 days. Then they're scooped into a second sink of cold water and moved to a fryer for around 2 weeks to cook the inside. They're taken out to cool before going back into the fryer, this time to crisp the outside. Then they're pulled out and salted and dropped into the bag before they toss in an extra scoop so it feels like you got more than you paid for. He crawled up to the dinosaur statue's butthole, but as he did, his head got stuck. He struggled to get out, but he died instantly